The facility, with a name that means, the People's Arab Hospital, in Arabic, is where Farah's lineage came together. His grandfather, Elias Farah, began working at the hospital when he was just 17. He started as a server in the cafeteria during the British Mandate of Palestine more than 80 years ago and later became a procurement manager, responsible for buying food, medication and supplies. One day, he spotted the woman who would soon become Farah's grandmother, known to many as Lady Surah. Lady Surah was a principal at the nearby Beechby Elementary School. There, their courtship began. Now the hospital stands decimated, the site of carnage following a bombing that killed at least 500 people Tuesday night 3 days ago, its memories and stories perishing. The hospital was a community. Some 40 years after his grandparents met in its corridors, in 1983, Farah himself was born in that hospital. And so was his sister. While he has not been able to visit Gaza in 23 years, the psychotherapist now based in Toronto, Canada, cherishes childhood memories from there. His grandfather often took him to the hospital during his shifts. There were children playing about, a ping-pong table, it was a community center, dinners were held there, Farah listed nostalgically. The hospital, founded in 1882 and run by the Anglican Episcopal Diocese of Jerusalem, also had a church, a tennis court, where Farah's grandfather often played, and a large courtyard. Now, massacred bodies lay in heaps, the hospital damaged. Upon hearing news of the blast, which Israel has blamed on a failed rocket launch by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad group, Farah panicked. He still has family back in Gaza, relatives who have been sheltering in a church in the vicinity of the hospital. Still, being so close to the destruction, they have witnessed the carnage. They can smell the burning bodies. His family in the Gaza Strip, aunts, uncles, cousins and other distant relatives, have been surviving on canned tuna and dried pasta, as food and other supplies are fast running out, with Israeli forces preventing humanitarian aid from coming in. She's not normal. All of his relatives' homes were destroyed in the near 2 weeks of Israeli bombardment. Now he and his mother are contemplating how they may relocate their family once, and if, they are able to leave Gaza. Since Israel retaliated for Hamas's attack 13 days ago, the mental health professional has been unable to do much else besides work. They started to pass away, one by one, his memories of them are forever imprinted in his brain. His grandmother Surah, in particular, continues to profoundly impact Farah's Palestinian identity. And impactful she was. The school for refugee children she worked at was known as the School of Lady Surah. While others took up arms to resist the Israeli occupation of Gaza after 1967, Lady Surah picked up her principal's yardstick and taught a generation of refugees their basic self-respect, Farah wrote in an Instagram post shortly after her passing in 2019. In a posthumous address to his grandmother, he wrote, "It will be easier to see you in the afterlife than it has been in Gaza."